Hello and welcome to E-MultiSkills video tutorial. In this video tutorial, we will see how to configure a MySQL dump backup for MySQL database, which is having the version 8.0. So MySQL dump client is a backup program which was initially written by Igor, and it was used to dump the database. And when you dump the database, or maybe one database or all the databases which are residing on MySQL instance, then what it does, it dumps the information in this in the form of create table, and all the data or only the structure can be populated. So there are other formats also available with MySQL, and depending upon their requirement, on your requirement, you can use that. So what we are going to do is we are going to create the step-by-step procedure for using the MySQL dump on a Linux-based system. The first step in this series is what we have to do is we have to create a separate user, which is MySQL backup user. We are not going to use the root user, who is the privileged user. So the first step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into the MySQL instance using mysql-u root and the password. Everything is being displayed on the screen for ready to use steps. I'm logged into the instance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a user with the name mysql backup at localhost. So I'll just say create user, username at localhost identified by some password. Then we have to give some additional grants and privileges like grant select, show view, reload, and replication client, and like trigger on start to the user which we are going to create. Then we are going to grant the log table on start. So everything in this environment will be granted the access for this particular user, so that this user can take the backup dump of all the databases or the tables on this particular instance. So I'm just checking if that user exists. It doesn't exist, so let us create the user with the create user command. The user is created. Let's grant the select and the privileges. This is done. Let's verify if the user is created or not. So select host comma user from mysql.user. You can see that my MySQL backup user is created. So we have completed the first step. Moving on to the second step. In the second step, what we are going to do is we are going to create a passwordless login for the MySQL user. So the utility which is provided to perform this activity is mysql config_editor, and we'll just say print -- all. This will showcase, this will show like if there is any passwordless configuration done for any other user or not. So as of now, it is showing nothing. That means it is not configured. To configure it, what we are going to do is we'll say mysql_config_editor set -- login path. This you can give any name. So I have given E-MultiSkills mysql _ the username, which is it can be any name of your choice. And where I'm going to put this, I'm going to put it in localhost, and the user which is being used for this is MySQL backup, and it will prompt for the password. So password we have already created in the previous step, and the password is password at 123. This is done. Let's check if the user, yes, it has been configured. So MySQL config editor created a login path with the name E-MultiSkills _mysql backup. Username is MySQL backup. Password is in the encrypted format, and the host is localhost. The last step in this exercise is in this second step is we'll test if we are able to log into the instance or not. So we'll say mysql -login -path equal to E-MultiSkills _ mysql MySQL backup. So you can see it is one of the secured way to log into the MySQL instance, and we are able to log in. You can see we have successfully logged into the instance. And now what we are going to do is we are going to create a shell script. The shell script is very basic shell script, and we'll quickly run through the script. So it is saying we have to export the path. The path is mysql-backup. This is dedicated path. Date is the date variable over here is displayed in the particular format which we are going to use. Then the script, the mysql backup command. So it is mysqldump --login -path. This is very important. This removes all the obstacles that are there when you use root or any other user, when it prompts for the password, or you have to provide it explicitly, so there is no exposure of password in this case. And what we are going to do is we are going to take backup of all the databases. And there are two conditions. If backup is successful, it will show you the status as backup successful. Otherwise, it will show the status as unsuccessful. You can schedule some email alert as well. So whenever it is unsuccessful, it will throw you the email alert. So let's configure the script. And now the last step is just execution of the script. sh-x, just to see if there is any error when we are executing this. So everything is fine. So let's execute it once more time. So backup is successful. You can go to the location and see if the backup has been created or not. Let's check the timing. It is 10:33 on April 14. You can see it is there. And if you can, it is just everything will be there. Create database, create table with the data, everything will be there in the insert format. So you can regenerate your complete environment, those which have been backed up. Since it is all databases, so everything is backed up. So just a recap of what we have done is we have discussed about mysqldump, which is a client program to take the backup at the particular point of time. And we created a MySQL backup user. Then we created a passwordless login just as to shield our password. And the final step was just creation of a basic shell script, and we executed that. And anything which is older than 3 days, it has removed those backups as well. So I think it is going to help. Thanks, and thanks for watching.